Okay, so let's recap what we just learned in this week's lesson. We went over the basic math involved in creating information inside of a shader. We learned about addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, the basic tenets of mathematics. We also went over what a master material was, as well as instances. We also went over how to make your own material function as well. So for the homework this week, let me see. I'm going to add in this basic painted wood with the mask as a downloadable file for all of you guys to use. And I want you to first make a shader that just has some basic mathematics in it. It doesn't have to be too complex, just so long as it uses addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. And in the end, makes a mathematical sense. Nothing too crazy of numbers. I just want to see that this ends in either a 0 or a 1. Doesn't have to be too over the top, but so long as this shows that you guys understand how the mathematic nodes work. I also want, for the second part, a basic master material using what we had just learned. So having commented areas for our normal map, our ORM texture, for tiling, and for albedo. Make sure it has all of these kinds of nodes for the albedo section, for the normal section, for the ORM section, and for the tiling. Also, I would like to see you guys create two material functions. One for the tiling. It doesn't have to be a U and a V tiling one. It could also be just a simple tiling input. It's your choice. I also would like to see an albedo adjustments material function as well. And then at least two material instances, one at least using the painted wood mask. It doesn't have to be this crazy red, but I would like to see, a nice color that you guys feel is more believable and makes a lot more sense. You can adjust any of these options so long as everything is realistic and is compliant with PBR values. So I'm going to have, again, all four of these textures as downloadable files for you guys to use. You can also use some of the assets from the starter content as well, but make note that one, they do not have ORM textures, they have RMA. If you would like, you can also export out those RMA textures and re-import them as ORM just to make it more compliant. You can also use the diffuse or albedo and or the normal map textures as well. The only problem is that in some cases you may not be able to use the mask on there. But say if you guys have a Photoshop or even a Substance Designer, you can also go in and make those adjustments. So if you guys really need to, you guys can export out one of those diffuse textures. If it has alpha in it, which the way you'll know is when you click on one of these, like say the brick texture, and you see the checker box texture is showing and not what you would normally see, like this brick and mortar, it means that there is alpha in the texture. So if you like, all you need to do is go to where the main source texture is, right click, and then go to asset actions and export. It should export as a targa. So let's save it to our files, hit save. And then we will open. And where is it? Most likely in here. Here it is, T-Brick Clay. Bring it in here. And look, you have your alpha right now. So all you need to do is hold Control, hit A, which selects the entire object. Do Control C to copy. Go to where it says RGB. Hit Control V, and boom, you have that. Make sure the next thing you do is you go in here, and you make in the mode area grayscale. Flattens the image, discards all of the extra layers, and you literally have this. Also, make sure you delete your alpha channel. Boom, you now have a mask texture, which you'll then export underscore as a mask, bring it back in, and then you can use that as well. But always make sure that there is going to be a mask. If you would like, you can also use textures from the Megascans library. I just only want to see 2 textures, one at least using the painted wood that I have here, and also one of any texture you can find, so long as it has a mask inside of the alpha channel for the albedo, and then an actual black and white grayscale mask texture. And then make sure it's using the same master material as I have shown, the one that we just created. So I thank you guys, and I will hope to see you guys later on. Take care.